Have you ever realized the true value of something only after losing it? Imagine walking through life, hand in hand with happiness, yet blind to its brilliance until it slips away. Today, we explore the poignant journey of a man who lived this very scenario. Enveloped in love, he was unaware of its true depth until absence cast its long shadow. This story isn't just his, but a mirror reflecting a universal human experience. Keep this question in mind as we delve into a tale of love, loss, and realization. Imagine being in a state of blissful love, where every day feels like a dream. In this luminous chapter of his life, he walked through days drenched in sunlight, each moment a soft echo of laughter and shared whispers. He woke up every morning with a smile, the kind that spreads warmly across your face before you even open your eyes, because next to him was her, his reason for joy. Their love was a collection of small perfections. They shared coffee in the quiet early hours, the steam swirling like the tender dance of their intertwined fingers. They laughed over trivial jokes, the kind that wouldn't have been funny if anyone else had said them. On weekends, they'd drive to nowhere in particular, music turned up, singing off-key, delight in their freedom and togetherness. He relished the comfort of her presence, so profound yet so effortless. When she smiled, it was as if the world righted itself just a little bit more in his favor. In her eyes, he saw his own reflections cast in the most flattering of lights. They celebrated anniversaries, not just of their relationship, but of everything. The first time they cooked a meal together, the first snowfall they watched and embraced. Evenings were spent wrapped in a shared blanket, talking of dreams and plans and the kind of future that seemed as certain as the dawn. They existed in a bubble of happiness, a bubble he believed was impervious to the sharp edges of the world. But here's the twist in their tale of perfect love. While he lived these moments, while he breathed in the joy and the love and the sheer beauty of life with her, he never paused to recognize the magnitude of what he had. It was a happiness so complete that it seemed almost mundane in its constancy. Yet in this perfect world, he remained blissfully unaware of the true depth of his treasure. But what happens when the dream is disrupted? Imagine a day that starts like any other, with laughter and shared cups of coffee, but ends with a silence that's deafening. For him, this day brought a sudden and unexpected goodbye. It wasn't the kind of farewell preceded by arguments or long-drawn misunderstandings. It was swift, like a bandage ripped off, leaving a raw, exposed wound. As she walked away, each step echoed in his ears, a somber rhythm marking the end of what he always believed was perpetual. He stood there, frozen, his face a mask of shock and disbelief. The park, where they had walked hand in hand so many times, transformed into a landscape as barren as his heart felt at that moment. Questions raced through his mind, each one a sharp jab to his spirit. Why now? What went wrong? Could anything have been done differently? But no answers came, just the chilly breeze whispering through the falling leaves. In that instant, his perfect world began to crumble. It is often in the absence that we feel the presence the most. Imagine a bustling city, alive with the sounds of life, yet for him it echoed with a haunting silence. He walked the same streets, visited the same cafes, but the laughter and warmth seemed to have vanished. His world, once vibrant and full of color, now appeared in shades of gray. The absence of her laughter, her touch, her very essence, left a void no one else could fill. As days turned into weeks, he found himself retracing their shared memories, each location a chapter of their story together. The park bench where they shared their first kiss under the autumn leaves now stood empty, the leaves whispering tales of a love that once was. The corner table at their favorite restaurant held 2 glasses, but only one was filled. In these moments of solitude, his heart ached for the past, a yearning so profound it startled him. He began to realize the depth of what he had taken for granted. The morning coffees she made, each one with just the right amount of sugar and a dash of love, now tasted bitter in his solitary silence. The nights when laughter filled their small apartment, her head resting gently on his shoulder as they watched old movies, now echoed with the stark emptiness of the couch beside him. In his reflection, he understood that it wasn't just her presence he missed. It was the feeling of being truly connected, of being understood and cherished. He remembered how she would light up with excitement at small successes, how her support felt like a fortress against any storm. The realization hit him with the weight of 1,000 waves. Love is not merely a presence. It is the thread that weaves through our daily lives, binding us in ways we often fail to see until the fabric is torn. Only then did he truly understand what he had lost. Through pain, we learn lessons that comfort never teaches. In the wake of his profound loss, our protagonist underwent a transformation that reshaped his understanding of love and life. Once taking for granted the presence of his beloved, the stark absence now highlighted each day's quiet moments he had overlooked. The morning coffee she used to make a bit too strong, the gentle teasing over trivial mishaps, the silent support felt through a simple touch. These memories, once background noise of his daily life, became treasures in the void she left behind. As he moved through his grief, a new awareness blossomed within him. He realized that love isn't just about the grand gestures or the milestones celebrated together. It's equally about the whispered goodnights and the laughter shared in a glance. This revelation brought about a change in how he approached relationships. No longer did he shield his feelings or leave words unsaid. He learned the importance of expressing his emotions openly, of saying, "I love you," not just with expectation of hearing it back, but as a free gift of his heart. He began to cherish every moment, understanding too well how quickly they can slip away. His future encounters were marked by this newfound openness and a sincere appreciation for the ordinary moments that stitch the fabric of togetherness. He became a partner who not only loved, but truly knew how to show it. His loss became a hard-learned lesson in love and life. So, what can we take away from his story? In the tapestry of life, each thread of experience weaves a lesson. Our protagonist, like many of us, basked in the sunlit days of love without realizing the depth of the treasure he possessed. It's a simple truth, often overlooked until the dusk begins to fall. His journey from blissful ignorance to poignant realization brings us to a crucial reflection on the essence of love and appreciation. Imagine waking up every day to a world painted in the vibrant hues of love, only to find it gray and bereft when it's too late. This is what happened to him. He lived every day with love around him, but like a beautiful sunset that's ignored, he failed to recognize its beauty until darkness fell. This narrative isn't just his. It echoes in the lives of many who forget to cherish their moments and people until they slip away. The heart of his story lies in the simple acts of love shown in everyday gestures, the morning kisses, the quiet support, the shared laughter over a meal. These are the golden threads in the fabric of relationships, often unseen in the moment, yet they hold everything together. As we follow his path, we see these moments in a new light, as precious gifts rather than mundane routine. Let's take a moment to think about our own lives. How often do we truly appreciate those who make our days a little brighter, a little less ordinary? It's time we start. Tell someone you love them, not just in grand gestures but in the quiet moments. Show gratitude for their presence, for their support, for their love. Make it a habit to acknowledge the beauty they bring into your life. Don't be like the man who only understood the value of love after it was too late. Cherish your loved ones every day. Let's take a moment to reflect. As we journey through the ebbs and flows of love, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and forget the profound impact of truly cherishing someone. Think about the relationships in your own life. Are there moments you might be taking for granted? Sometimes it's the morning coffee shared in silence, the soft laughter over a private joke, or the reassuring touch during a moment of uncertainty. Imagine for a moment the depth of your life without these small yet significant tokens of affection. It's in these unremarked moments that love often speaks the loudest. Ask yourself, are you fully present? Are you giving as much as you're receiving? This isn't just about romantic love, but all the relationships that color your world with joy, support, and understanding. Reflect deeply and with emotional honesty. Value these moments before they become memories you wish you had cherished more. Remember, the best time to love is always now.